by letting everyone know who's been impacted by the recent storm and the Ojai earthquake, that the Trojan family sends their thoughts for a safe and speedy return to normalcy. I know that many Trojans have actually been out there as the first responders in all facets of emergency operations, and we especially thank our own USC facilities management team and our Department of Public Safety, who worked around the clock to keep everyone on campus safe. And here we are on a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And of course, today we're here and thrilled to see a return to our typical Southern California sunshine. That, and of course, today's announcement will really brighten the day for our student athletes, our coaches, our athletic staff, our entire Trojan campus, and our Trojan family. Now, many of you will recall that when we started the process of identifying our 10th Director of Athletics, we outlined what we thought were foundational criteria that would really be important. We wanted a leader with great integrity above reproach, someone that would maintain our student-centric focus and our academic excellence, winning the right way, a fierce competitor, and of course there were other considerations. Our Director of Athletics would also need to be fully invested in making our athletics vision and our athletics moonshot a reality as we continue to build the best athletics department in the country with world-class facilities and innovative space planning that will benefit all of our teams, really important to us, and broaden our community while also prioritizing gender equity in support of Title IX. Now, our move to the Big Ten next year is also demanding a leader who can work immediately and seamlessly with the Big Ten Conference and campus leadership, many of you here today, to ensure we're not just meeting, but far exceeding our expectations. And so we wanted the best person, and that's why we were very methodical and deliberate in our approach. We were also pretty quiet about it. I did receive hundreds of resumes and recommendations, solicited and unsolicited. Thank you, social media. I brought in Parker Executive Search to help run the process, and they've been terrific. And after what I believe was a very thorough and careful vetting of many wonderful candidates, there was one clear candidate who stood out from the rest, who met our criteria, who energized all of us with a passion and a determination to go above and beyond. So today, I am very excited to announce the no longer a secret appointment of Jennifer Cohen as USC's new Director of Athletics and the Charles Griffin Cale Director of Athletics Chair. I have a lot more to say about you before I turn it over to you. Jen has more than 3 decades of experience in athletics and a reputation as a very seasoned, engaged, and a steadfast leader who takes a student-centered approach in building and running a winning athletics program. And I heard that from everyone I spoke to. For those of you who do not know, Jen is also, in fact, an LA County native. So she has a very deep respect for the Trojans and an understanding of the integral role that our institution plays in Southern California. After meeting Jen and over many conversations, it became very clear to me that she's passionate, she's accomplished, she's an empathetic leader. And while she is known for that deep compassion, she's equally regarded as a fierce competitor. And we demand someone who wants to win in every sport and wants to do it the right way. She also embodies all the qualities that our coaches and our student athletes and our staff and faculty told us during this search process that really what you wanted to see in your next Director of Athletics. And I can only imagine how excited you are going to be when you get to know her and have a chance to start working with her. Now we're entering an unprecedented era, we know this, in transformation of college athletics. So we also knew as if it wasn't a big enough job, we need a leader that has a strategic vision and has the experience to help USC athletics through this historic time. And she shares a vision and values. She has that experience and drive, and she's very tenacious, you'll see, to position an already thriving athletics department for success in what will become the athletics departments of the future. She's also already an influential national voice in college athletics, and I think we need to hear about that as things go forward. Now, she comes to us, as many of you know, after 7 years as the athletics director at a fierce competitor, the University of Washington. Under her leadership, UW's athletic program has achieved great success in the classroom, like we care about here, and in competition. She oversaw an athletics department that achieved several conference championships, including in football, men's soccer, men's basketball, men and women's rowing, boasts a softball team that remains one of the strongest in the nation, and so much more. And through her long career working in athletics, she knows how to build and run a professional athletics operation that feels like everybody belongs. She loves to work with her coaches and her staff while building a culture of respect and integrity. And I know that's what everyone cares about here. She also shares our commitment in ensuring that our student athletes can achieve their very high academic and athletic goals. Now, she's also the mother of 2 college-age sons, actually both student athletes, and talking with her, I know that she truly understands and cares about student athletes, and she now has a pretty unique window into the needs and the concerns of student athletes. She'll go on to tell you how she really appreciates the challenges and the opportunities in this moment of evolving athletic environment and wants to create that student-centered experience that enables us to thrive and to really have our students be well physically and intellectually. So I can't imagine a better individual to lead our athletics department in this time and take us into a new period of success. Now, she's joining an incredibly strong athletics department team, and I see many of you in the room here. And in fact, she told me that that was one of the many aspects of USC athletics that attracted her to this role. And I want to make a few thank yous right now, and I'll say some names and then we'll all thank. But I want to start by thanking Dr. Denise Kwok and her interim leadership team, including Sandy Barber, Mitch Mosier, Courtney Toth, and others who helped oversee our athletics department during this amazing transition. If you could all please stand, I'd like people to be able to recognize you. Another member of that team is Byung-Soo Kim, who does not want to be noticed, but we're going to thank him too. I can't say enough about Denise's strong, calm, and steady hand over the past few months to ensure that everyone in the athletics program was supported and able to maintain focus without a distraction from the mission. And she reminded me earlier, the most important thing I said was sustain momentum. And I want to give you all a shout out because we have not missed a beat, and that momentum is real. So again, thank you to all of you for all that work that you have done. Sandy and Kevin and Mitch brought decades of experience in collegiate expertise to Denise and to the program, and that's going to also help us be able to move very quickly in our move to the Big Ten, which, by the way, is less than a year. I think they even have a clock counting down for the days until that move takes place. I also want to thank our board chair, Suzanne Nora Johnson. You're going to hear from her in a minute for her incredible partnership and support throughout this entire search process. And like Jen, Suzanne is a fierce competitor who wants USC to win in the right way in everything that we do. So it's great to have this day with you, Suzanne. And finally, again, I want to just thank the entire athletics department, to our coaches, our leadership teams, and our staff for all the work that you do and for your true commitment to our Trojan teams. And we're with you. We are all saying, as we frequently do, the best is yet to come. And that's a pretty high bar from what you've already been able to accomplish. So we're ready to get going. Jen is not going to wait a second longer to join us on campus. I remember at the start of the process, I said, I think we're going to have an athletic director in place before the first football team. I don't know that I said the first day of class, but here she is, and she's reporting to Heritage Hall tomorrow. So it's wonderful to have her here, joining a Trojan family with her two sons, Tyson and Dylan, student athletes, as I mentioned again. I know she's excited to return home to California. We are so pleased to have you. Give her a great fight on to our 10th, USC's 10th Director of Athletics, Jennifer Cohen.